What's up with YouTube? We back with another banging ass video. So for me today, we gonna be doing a story time. So you feel me? Today we're gonna be talking about how this girl tried to catfish me. Tried to catfish me. Ain't that about a bitch? But you feel me? Hey, look. So this was a minute ago. You feel me? Actually, before I even get into the story, make sure I like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? We almost at 400 subs. You feel me? I think we're like 9 away. I don't know if it might be different right now, but when I checked, we was 9 away from 400. So subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that. Road to 1K. But like I was saying, so this happened a minute ago. Like, this was a minute ago, like a cool minute ago. So you feel me? We was on this app, Kick. You feel me? Kick was booming back then. Like, Kick was bapping. So you feel me? Everybody was on Kick. You feel me? I'm over here making my account. You feel me? I'm over here with Ronald. You know, I'm talking like, bro, like, okay, we finna be on here, like, you feel me? It's finna go up, like, you feel me? Kick kind of cool. So you feel me? I'm adding people. I mean, that's how I met my little old best friend on Kick or whatever. Shout out to her and her new baby. She know who she is. I ain't gonna say no names, but you feel me? That's that. So yeah, I'm over here adding people. I'm like, okay, like, this is cool. I'm like, bro, Ronald, like, this is crazy, but like, it's really hella people on this app, and like, so we just added people, and it got to this one girl, bro.
It's about to go down.
It got to this one girl I was adding. Well, no, I didn't even add her. She added me, and so I'm looking. Like, who just added me? So I'm like, dang. I'm looking at the profile picture and everything, because, you know, you gotta scope it out before you just add anybody. I don't just be adding random people, you feel me? I do, but like, you to a certain extent. Like, so I'm looking, I'm like, okay, her profile picture cool. I had a cool little slight profile picture up or whatever. So I go, you feel me? I'm like, what's up with it? And so she's like, what's up? I'm like, where you from? What do whoop? She from Florida. I think she was from Florida, moved to LA. Either way, she was in LA. So I'm like, okay, you in LA. Like, that's what's up. So I was like, okay, cool, you in LA. Like, that's cool. You feel me? That's gravy, that's sweet. That's, you feel me? Whatever. It is what it is. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm in the Bay Area. You feel me? We in the Bay. Things get a little jiggy in the Bay. So, you feel me? I'm like, Ronald, bro, like, she kind of cool. You feel me? We was both just adding people. People was adding us. We was just adding people. So I'm like, okay, cool, bet. And then I'm like, send a picture of you, because like, in her profile picture, it was like a cool picture, but it wasn't like no picture you could really see for real, for real. So I'm like, okay, boom, send a picture. So I'm like, okay, cool. And she was like, I got you. So I'm like, boom. She like, send me one too, because my little profile picture, it was cool. It could have been better, but it was cool. You feel me? So I'm like, okay. Sent the picture. She sent me hers. I'm like, boy, like, this, you lying. Like, you lying. But she was like, yeah. I'm like, I think Ronald had her added too, because I was like, bro, add her, some. I know we both had her added at one point. And so, you feel me? I'm like, bro, like, she cool, like, she good. So I'm like, okay, cool. You feel me? I'm over here still talking. And so we talking, you feel me? Just trying to get to know each other or whatever. Because, you feel me? It's all Kick. Like, I'm not, you feel me? I wasn't giving out my number or nothing like that, because I don't be, no, unless we talking for a cool minute, got a cool understanding, you feel me? You know what it is, what it ain't. Then we talking, boom, okay, maybe I'll slide you the number or something, you feel me? But, you feel me? I need to stop saying you feel me, but anyways, you feel me? I can't, bro. So it is what it is. So you feel me? I'm like, boom. So I'm like, okay, she cool. So I'll say about like a week go by, And then we still talking on some natural cool stuff. She was like, yeah, I was a little ugly, but you feel me? I'm like glowing up. I'm starting to glow up, have my little glow up. You feel me? About time when all this was happening, it was like that little glow up stage for me. When you like, you look alright, but you feel me? You finna get up there to like your full potential in a minute. So I'm like, okay, cool, like do your thing, you feel me? Like I'm still glowing up myself, so you feel me? It is what it is. Like but you still cool, like you bad still, like regardless of the fact. So I'm like, I think she had hit Ronald on some goofy stuff, and so we like, dang, bruh. And I'll say like a week and a half, and she was like, she was like, I'm gonna send you a picture, cause I like my face or something. She said something changed, so like her little glow up or whatever. So I'm like, okay, send the picture over. You feel me? I'm trying to see your little glow up, like what you working with, like you feel me? Boom, like what you on? For me, show me what you working with. For me. So she sent the picture. Oh, she sent a picture. I'm over here looking. I'm like, And it kind of looked different from the first picture she sent me, what she looked like. So I'm like, yeah, it was a light little glow up, you feel me? I'm like, a glow up, so you feel me? I'm like, okay. So now, and around that time, you feel me? Pretty Boy Fredo, I came out with his little catfish video and everything like that. And so I'm like, dang. I'm over here watching his video and everything while this is going on. To me, I'm like, okay, that boy Fredo, like, he had a blowfish because he thought it was a skinny girl, but she ended up being like, you feel me? I'm over here like, bro, this like, it can't be me. It can't. So I'm over here, feel me? I'm still texting. I'm just going. So now I'm like, bro, Ronald, like something don't seem all the way right, bro. I'm like, what's going on? So we keep going. I'm like just scoping it out right now. You feel me? I'm not trying to do no relationship. You feel me? I'm not no relationships. That's like the thing with me. If I'm not trying to do a relationship, I'm finna let you know. We just finna be cool. We just finna be friends or whatever you trying to be. Then cool. But if I don't want to do no relationship, I'm finna let you know that. Simple. Straight like that. So you feel me? I'm just texting on some cool stuff. Still scoping it out because after she done sent the first picture and then the recent picture she gonna send, how they didn't really match up to accordingly, you feel me? So I'm like, something ain't right. It's something about you that we don't know about. So I'm over here still just looking, you feel me, on Kick, cause Kick booming. I had helical on my Kick, like, people. I ain't worried about nothing. Not a thing. So I'm like, okay. And then I'll say another week go by. No, I'll say this probably happened like every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. So we still talking. I'm still trying to peep what's going on and everything, cause you feel me. Situation with Fredo done already happened. I'm like, damn, boy, like they really be out here. I'm over here thinking catfishing is just like a game or something, where people just making it up, trying to be funny and whoop-de-whoop. People be really out here doing this. Like, you can't use your own image, your own picture. What? So I'm like, okay, bro. Okay. So, boom. Next 2 weeks. She talking about some she still glowing up and all this hoopla. So I'm like, And then she had a niece or something. What was it? A niece? Hold on, I gotta call Ronald, man. I gotta call Ronald, man. Cause I swear it was like a niece or something, man. Like, who do you think you are? Like, come on now. Bruh. Hey, don't say too much, bro. I'm recording right now. But, remember Catfish Girl, bruh? Didn't she have, like, what was it, a niece?
Yeah, she had a niece.
Okay, so, yeah, she had a motherfucking niece. It was a niece. Alright, bro. I'm finna hit you back. I'm finna finish this video real quick, bro. So, she had a niece from LA, too. So, she texting us, too. Now, by this time, me and Ronald both got them at it. And then she trying to get with me. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. Cause like, why your pictures, like why they don't look the same? Like, I ain't goofy. And so the niece at me. I'm like, okay. And at the time, I didn't know it was her niece. I'm like, okay, who is this? Like, you feel me? I'm just still adding people, you feel me? Whoop de whoop. It is what it is. I'm like, okay, she cool too. Like, you feel me? Like, you cool. And so, about that time, she feel me? I forgot what she said. She said something that was just outrageous. Disgusting.
Nasty bitch.
So I'm like, what is going on here? So, you feel me? She talking about some, oh, that's my auntie, whoop-de-whoop. How you know her? How you know me? Didn't you add me? I didn't add you. You add me. So I'm like, alright, bro. It is what it is. You feel me? The niece, she was cool or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, it was about 3 people that she didn't knew that hit me. So I'm like, okay. And I knew this other girl from Instagram because I had her on Kick too. You feel me? She always been like, you feel me, like a little supportive person. You feel me? Shout out to her. She know who she is. I mean, she like, whoop-de-whoop. Oh yeah, that's my cousin. Or I think it was one of her aunties too. I think the Catfish Girl was her auntie or her cousin. One of them, it don't even matter. So, you know, I'm texting, I'm like, bro, like this shit is crazy. And at the same time, no, yeah, but the first 2 girls, the Catfish and then her other niece, you feel me? They texted me and Ronald. So I'm like, this is crazy. This is fugazi. So, you feel me? She gonna send another picture of her glow up. How you glow up that much? Miley Cyrus ain't even glow up that much. You feel me? Ray Shremmer. You feel me? Feel me? Megan a motherfucker Stallion. You feel me? Like, ain't nobody else grew up this much but you. I ain't even grew up that much. So, you gonna sit here and tell me your face gonna change about like 3-4 times? That's what you telling me?
Really, nigga?
You are something else. You know that?
Do I look goofy? Do I look dumb to you? So I'm like, bro, Ronald, do you see this buffoonery? Do you see this clown mess? He like, yeah, bro. Like, you peep how her face keep changing or whoop-de-whoop. She wanna look different every 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, bro. She do look different every 2 weeks. or every 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. In between, something just wasn't right. Anyways, my thing cut off. So I'm like, it ain't no way you changing every 2 to 3 weeks. Like, no. What kind of glove you think you have, sweetheart? So I'm like, nah, bruh. And so she changed again. I think from the time I was talking to her, she probably changed like 4 times, bro. How you go from brown skin to light skin? I'm like, how? How you go from brown skin to light skin? So I'm over here looking like, just scrolling, looking at the pictures, like, how? Like, what? What? How? And then I think it went from light to brown, and then back to light. So I'm like, this is crazy. And then her real self apparently was a light-skinned tall girl and had a long gold giraffe tongue. Like, her shit was out like this, like, and so I'm texting the other girl, cause I already knew the other girl wasn't no catfish, cause I didn't went Instagram live with her. You feel me? Everything. Like, I'm over here looking like, hey, what's up with your auntie? Whoopty whoopty whoop. But she trying to act like she don't know what's going on. I'm like, this is some fugazi stuff. Like, this is crazy. Like, do y'all get, like, see what's going on here? Like, I know I'm not tripping. So, boy, I had to wipe my eyes like these. So I'm over here wiping my eyes. I had to take one more look at the pictures. Like, am I seeing what I'm seeing, or am I tripping? Cause I know I'm not tripping. I'm over here looking. Like, this don't make no sense. How you change that many times? Like, she wasn't no blowfish, but you feel me? She was still skinny, too skinny. She looked like one of those little, you feel me, hairspray bottles. Like, I don't know. She was skinny as hell, had a long gold tongue, her head was big as hell. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to comprehend. Like, Goofy? Then her niece, the other one, not the one that I knew for real, but the other one. I think she was a catfish too, cause I'm not even sure, but I know the auntie was a catfish for sure. Like, what? You think we stupid, Goofy? Yo, glow up. So I blocked her. I said, get on somewhere. Like, stop trying to, like, no. It ain't sweet, it ain't gravy, it ain't Kool-Aid, it ain't Jolly Ranchers, it ain't none of that. So I'm like, this is fugazi. Like, what? But I just kept doing my thing on Kick. I didn't even pay no mind. After that situation happened, I was like, man, it is what it is. It's whatever. Boom. I'm done. So I blocked her. I blocked her niece. I kept the other one up because I actually knew the other one. I was cool with the other one because she was a real, you feel me, supportive ass person on Instagram. All the little videos I was doing at the time. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I ain't tripping off you, but yo family, yo nieces, aunties, cousins, whatever they is, they gotta go.
So
Goofy, like, what's wrong with y'all? I'm like, this don't make no sense, bro. Like, what? So I'm like, yeah, bro, Ronald, bro, this a weird one.
He ain't lying.
this is a weird one. I was like, I knew it was something about her we didn't know about. Cause one, you came looking too good. For one. Two, ain't no way you finna go up every 2 weeks and just look completely different. You feel me? Like, how you go from Betty bad to yuck? Like, you mean that's tough. That's tough. Man. And that was really it. I mean, she was trying to do too much, but I can't remember everything that happened, but outrageous. And I'll never forget it. Like, you really try to play us. And you feel me? Like, you're not finna get away with that. Not with me. Not with me. And she was just trying so hard. She's like, come on, let's talk. Let's do this. Let's do that. You better go sit your little $2 ass down before I make change. I'm like, what? So I wasn't having it. But man, that's the end of this story time. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe. Road to 1K. We almost at 400. Road to 1K. Make sure y'all get us there. More bangers coming on the way. I'm gonna do more story times for y'all. Let me know what y'all want me to do or talk about. You feel me? I'm gonna do some more reactions in a little bit. So I'm gonna be coming with y'all with some of those. You feel me? We going up. And that's just that. Okay.